Good morning and welcome from me, Andrew Merchant, agenceNEWTON, the French property specialist. So it's a beautiful morning, a little bit cloudy, a little bit windy, but the sun's out. And today I'm going to bring you a property that's a little bit different than the normal stuff I bring you. This is a very unique property. It's situated in the heart of the thriving touristic town of Dorat in the Haute Vienne in the Limousin. This property consists of a family house, 4 apartments, 3 currently trading, and 1 is undergoing refurbishment at the moment, but all the materials are still going to stay here and it's ready to be completed. So you could have 4 operational apartments, town apartments, within a month of being here. So for those of you coming in from outside the European community, this is an ideal opportunity to gain your working visa or your residential visa, as the business is generating approximately 50,000 to 60,000 euros per year. Therefore, producing that accounts for the relevant authorities. You shouldn't have a problem getting your visa. So unlike the rural country jeeps we bring, these are town apartments, the busy touristic town. They're busy all year round, not just summer, but also in the winter. So without further ado, let's go and do a tour of the property and let you see what this property has to offer. Currently on the market at 399,000 euros, including agency fee. And let's say it's situated in the town of Dorat. Okay, here we go. I'll see you the other side and let's go and explore. Okay, so here we come into the owner's accommodation. And as I said, I did promise you something special. So here is that special. Just look at this gorgeous lounge. And look at that fireplace. You get the impression that you're actually in a chateau. Double glazed windows, full central heating, but what a lovely big room this is to offer. And then we also walk through into this lovely kitchen. It's got so many different aspects to this property. You get the feeling in this kitchen that you're actually in a country kitchen and not a townhouse. In behind there, we have a toilet and utility room. And then we walk round through here and we go up the stairs to the 2 bedrooms that both offer ensuite. At the moment, the property is 2 bedroom in this part. With the ensuite bathroom. And a beautiful view out onto the square. There is a bit of history with the square. It actually used to be the town's chateau over there where you can see there. It's now currently a sand school for horses. So the history of Dorat is basically, it's got a very equestrian history to it. And a lot of the buildings were very equestrian involved with regards to stables. And it had a very famous dressage school. So every other year here, they do have a very big dressage competition with horses, international horses coming to compete. There again, another nice bright window. And then this room also has an ensuite shower room and a separate toilet. And then we also have here another separate toilet room. There is a door here which leads out onto a first floor landing. There is the possibility here, there is another room upstairs. It's got an office and a bedroom. There is a possibility to continue this and have this as a 3-bedroom family home. or if you wanted to create another little bedsit apartment, that would be possible as well for any clients wanting to stay here. So there you have the tour of the family home. What we're going to do, I'm going to meet you the other side of this door in the hallway, and then we'll take you for a little guided tour around the town apartments. So we'll see you the other side. So this is what welcomes you as a guest when you come to stay at this property. As I say, the property has got a huge historic value, but one of my favourite parts of this property is this staircase. All handcrafted oak staircase going right the way up through to the second floor upstairs there. You imagine turning up here and being welcomed with that. So obviously this was the doorway into where we went into the family home earlier, and then coming through this hallway here, we're going to go through the little door with the round window, which is beautiful, and into this courtyard area, which is just sun-drenched. Ideal for sitting out here, having a glass of wine if you're staying in the apartments. Now, just to give you an idea of how big this building is there, it goes all the way down there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a visit of 2 of the apartments. I'd say there's 3 currently operational. One is being refurbished and requires finishing. And then what we'll do is we'll take a tour down to the back garden, which is totally private and not overlooked. So let's go into apartment number 1. I would just love to stay at this property. So here we go into apartment number 1. So this apartment is a 1-bedroom apartment, fully equipped, gas central heating, shower room and toilet, lounge area. So it can actually, if you wanted to, you could actually sleep up to 4 here if you wanted to have a sofa bed here. And then nice bright bedroom. These apartments are on all the booking portals, i.e. Airbnb, booking.com. Very, very popular, amazing reviews. And I say this is a business ready-made to go. So these apartments will be being sold as you've seen them. So they're being sold fully furnished and equipped. So the day you turn up here, you can actually continue trading. And even during the period where the sale was going through, the owner's quite happy to continue taking bookings. So the day you turn up, you will have bookings. I say Dorat is an extremely busy touristic town. So these apartments are busy all year round. So I'm going to go out into the corridor, and then I'm going to pick you up at apartment number 4, which has some amazing views to it. I'll see you up in apartment number 4. So here we are, we're at apartment number 4. So this is up on the first floor, and this one has its own bathroom, and again another very light and airy bedroom. I say I must emphasize again, these apartments are being sold fully furnished as you're seeing them here. So apart from the investment of buying the property, you are going to turn up and this is ready to trade. We then have a lounge area, kitchen, and look at the views from up here, down onto the garden and across the countryside. Last time I was here, there was donkeys in the backfield there, but the views are incredible. And there we have bedroom number 2. What a pleasure it would be staying here. And again, views again over the very private garden. So I'm going to head on down the stairs now, and then I'm going to meet you down in the garden where we'll do you a quick tour of the garden, and then you've had a tour of the property. Basically, the other third apartment is exactly the same, furnished the same side of quality. And let's say the fourth apartment does require the refurbishment. However, everything is in it to do that refurbishment. So you haven't got to buy any materials. It's already there. And then if you wanted to go for the fifth bedsit apartment, you could use the second floor of the house. Okay, so I'm going to head on downstairs and I'll meet you in the garden. So here we are approaching the beautiful garden. Got a couple of workshops here as well. Underneath the arch where the grapevine is. And then what we've got here is this gorgeous garden. Courtyard. Male and female kiwi. So it is producing kiwi fruit and in abundance. And a very sunny little courtyard. And then we're into the very private town centre property garden, not overlooked at all. All with little terraces out for the guests. Anybody wants to do some sunbathing or have an aperitif, it's perfect. And also some of the guests also like to go under the big cherry tree there with a hammock and stay in the shade. So the garden is full of peach trees, pear trees, apple trees, kiwis, as we've already said, an abundance of fruit. And you know, look at the fruit that's coming on here at the moment. This garden is just totally sun trapped because it's enclosed by a wall. It's got some amazing climate here to grow these fruits. And there again, we have more kiwi down in this corner. So if this property is of interest to you, you know what to do. There will be a link on the video. You can find us on YouTube. You can message me on Facebook. We're on all social media channels. It's agenceNEWTON, the French property specialists, or you can just go to the website, which is www.agenceNEWTON.com. So this property is a must to visit, and I look forward to hearing from you all soon. And thank you for watching this video. Bye bye for now.